All right, welcome. This is a housing conversation, local markets, real lives, better decisions. That's Jake Johnson, the realtor. I'm Brian Smyth, the mortgage guy. Let's see how you're doing. What's up, Jake?
Well, spring's definitely here. Let me tell you, it's warmed up finally,
Thank
and
God.
I know, right? I know, and hopefully, knock on wood, less rain at some point here would be great. Um,
It's
at
going to be
some point,
green. We're going to
it
live
is
in
going
a
to be
green
green. My yard
area.
is very green and very wet right now. It's great. Um, but I think that's all part of it, right? Like spring has sprung, and so people are out there buying and selling, and also asking good questions, and also that means stuff happens. Like in Wisconsin, we go through this phase where our yards are ugly and brown, and then they're all green, and they probably haven't been taken care of well yet. So, it happens, but like, it's not the end of the world. Just go through it as a team. It's fine. It'll all work out.
Sure. Well, we're coming into the season where people are like, oh, I'm not cutting my grass to save the bees. And I'm like, you're
Yes.
being lazy. Cut your lawn.
You're not wrong. Yeah, like mowing your lawn, while it may not always be the most fun, is really, really important. And yeah, just especially if you're trying to sell your house, like, come on, we gotta do this together.
Right?
So
I
yes.
don't know the science behind it, but you're gonna have to prove it to me. So go. I'm pro B, but
Uh-huh.
come on, come on.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, well, you're out there. Any new exciting moments? Any craziness in the streets? Any wild stuff?
I think the biggest thing is just that, um, if anything, it's that just always recognize that as we're professionals and we're always in this. So whether we haven't worked with you for years or you put a pause on something or you have questions, you're never bothering us. I've had more of that in the last week where I had clients call me out of the blue, be like, "Hey, I'm interested in buying a house," and I was like, "We're in the market, okay." Or like they're like, "We're going to sell," and I'm like, "Really? You are? Cool." But I think that's all just part of it, right? Like it's never a bother to call us. It's never a bother to ask questions, to know the market value of your home. If you're thinking about buying, let's start the process, getting you down payment assistance, like whatever it is, it takes time. And so you're not a bother when you talk to us because we got to talk to somebody every day. So why don't we talk to you? Um,
Well, and don't wait till the last minute. I
yeah.
have, not to, show you how it's done, but I have a pipeline of people who I started talking to in the last years where,
Yep.
you know what I mean? It's like we're
Mhm.
getting ready, figuring stuff out. We're working on, I've got a number of files working on credit. We don't
Yeah.
know what we don't know until we don't, until we know
Yep.
it. And then you
Exactly.
go, well, now let's make a plan and get this job done.
Mhm.
But like, we can't always be like, hey, it's Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. I'd like to have an offer written by 6 p.m. I want to have, it's like, can we do it? Yeah,
Yeah.
possibly.
You mean like we did
Well,
on Sunday? Do you mean like what
yeah.
we did? Yeah.
Could it,
Uh-huh.
could it happen? Yeah. Oh, I'll do it. But but that's on sometimes you go, yeah, let's get it done. And then you're like, oh man, we got this other problem, or
Hmm.
income's really tight and you're self-employed and I've got to figure out this stuff
Yep.
and I want to run by my scenario desk, or I want to make sure that I'm,
Hmm.
crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's and making sure things make sense and look good for
Yep.
you. And when you rush like that, sometimes, if you rush something, chances are, can it be done? Yes.
Yeah.
But now, what are the chances that you pick the exact right version of it that's the
Exactly.
best case scenario for you?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you look at that and go, if you get a little bit of extra time and you think about it, which is what I
Hmm.
think both you and I kind of pride ourselves on, is take an
Yeah.
extra second to think about what's going on,
100%.
make sure we're hitting this right, make sure it matches
Yep.
what your goals are, what your finances look like, what you want
Yeah.
them to look like. And build it that way.
Yeah.
So can we do it fast? Heck yeah. Does anybody want to close a house in 11 days?
Right.
No. Have we done it? Yes.
Yep.
Was it awesome? Uh, once it was done, it was cool.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's just the reality of it, right? Like we can do things quickly, but does it make sense? Should we? I don't know. Like, let's not be dumb. Like, let's make sure we're doing it the right way.
Right.
Um, let's do it on time, but also sometimes it makes more sense to wait a month, or it makes more sense to say, hey, you know what, let's fine tune our offer or fine tune our loan product so that, you're not getting a house that you have to pay X for when you could pay Y. And just because we needed 2 extra days to fill out a piece of paper or do a deeper dive or whatever it is, like, we're not asking for paperwork for fun. We're asking for it, and by we I mean you, because I don't ask for paperwork. Um, you're asking for stuff to get information to verify because you can't do,
Right.
hey, I have money loans anymore, which is good because we don't want 2008 all over again. But like,
Well, but we look at the thing, it's like we do that NAV cash deal. So we're buying the house for cash, and we're conventionally
yep,
approved, and we're going to lend it to you on the backside and the whole thing. And
mhm,
there's a lot of moving parts. And
yeah,
I do also I've had a number of people recently be like, let me do that NAV cash deal. I'm like, your real estate agent has to be approved for it. We have to
yep,
go through the process. We have to have an approved, like we do pre-upfront underwriting on the borrower
yep,
so that like that's not like a Friday 6 p.m. gonna get a house on Sunday afternoon deal. That's like
yeah,
hey, this is a really powerful tool that we can use to get you a great property, maybe even at less, payment, like
yeah,
less sales price, because cash wins. But
yeah,
the but to get there, we can't like snap our fingers and be there. We have to do the work, and
hmm,
that's part of it. I have a job. They pay me to do it, and
yep,
there's a reason. There's a job there. You can't just say, "Give me the money,"
hmm,
which
yeah,
is fun when you get those
yep,
people.
hmm,
So it's that. New construction, those people. I was laughing this week.
yeah,
It's like, hey, we're gonna do new construction. I'm like, "Phew, all right, let's do it." And then I think so many people miss what the nuances there are.
yeah,
That's it just gets to the spot where it's like it ends up being like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy a house. I'm not gonna build. And people go, why does that happen? I go, because it's a year-long effort.
hmm,
It's not just, hey, I was teasing. I go, you kind of get these people who are like, honey, I think that we should move.
yeah,
Let's buy a house. And they go, but we should
yep,
make it exactly what we want it to be. And
yes,
let's build and make our perfect
hmm,
house. And I'm like, that doesn't work like that.
nope,
That's crazy. Um, but it's definitely possible, and we do it. You just
yeah,
gotta, again, it's really to bring that full circle. It's all of it. You have to know what you're getting into. You have
yes,
to have a plan. You have to
very
know
true.
what your plan is. You have to execute it. Like all of the things.
Oh
So,
yeah. I'll tell you one. So I ran an open house 2 weeks ago or last weekend, one of the two. Yeah, last weekend.
oh,
And
cool.
had
I'm
some.
gonna stop right there. You what? Because I think the myth is people don't do open houses anymore.
Oh, sure. Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute. So open houses are fun, right? And here's why. One, you get to talk really good at talking about the house you're selling, right?
Yeah.
Two, you get to interact with other agents, so now they trust you. Three, generally speaking, you have unrepresented buyers that come through, and usually they're not going to buy that house,
Hmm.
but you're going to help them buy a house in the future. So like it's not a bad thing. It's you can't look at it as linear. Like I think people are like, oh, I'm gonna have people come to the house. I'm gonna get a buyer, and they're gonna buy this one. I'm like, no, that's not
Yep.
what's gonna happen. Your goal should be one new contact out of it who can help you buy in the future, and it's a mission accomplished, right? 2 hours of your life. If you get one sale out of it, done.
Hmm.
But I had this open house and met with some buyers who own a home. We're looking at this house, ranch house, all that stuff, and they were there for an hour, and they have no interest in buying it, but they wanted to see the house. Um, and they had really good questions. And we talked a lot about stuff. But like they were like, well, we typically when we bought our first house, now keep in mind, they're downsizing. So they probably bought their home 20, 30 years ago. They'll we
Hmm.
just offer like 10% of our asking. I'm like, you can do that. However, you will not get a counter. Likely you will not be considered competitive in the market, and the seller will move on, right? Like, so if you're okay with that, sure. But like there's no harm in giving what your offer actually is up front and then putting it in writing because that's
Right.
how we do it. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was funny. It was really funny. It was great.
Well, I'm seeing that more now too. People are like, oh, yeah, they want X, but I'm going to offer Y, right? I'm like,
Yep.
this is not your dad's market.
Correct.
This
Right.
is this is not that. I've been in it. I've done it. I've gotten the
Yep.
deals. I've
100%.
leveraged stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've played the game. I've been in it for decades.
Yeah.
Um, oh God, it's not today.
Nope.
It's not as bad as it was in 22, but it
Right.
is not
Exactly.
but we're not full pendulum swung back to
No.
I'm going to give them 10%, 30% less. I'm gonna.
Right.
They're insane. I had a guy. It's like, what? I'm gonna. I think it's worth 425, not 500. And I went, why?
Yeah, you might be right, but they
What?
don't agree with you clearly.
Based on what? And
Yeah,
that's the like you're not gonna get a counter. You're gonna get a middle finger. Like
exactly.
like you're
Yep.
they are
There's no
not gonna
coming back
like
now.
that, right?
Yep. Exactly.
So, but that's, to each their own. And if the
Yeah.
agent's willing to write the offer,
Yep.
great. What's
Yeah.
the harm? So,
Yeah. I mean, I had to fire a client over that because we did that so many times. I was like, look, guys, I'm giving you the comps. This doesn't match up. You agree that you're lowballing them, and you're wondering why they're not taking your offer.
mhm.
Can't you can't have it both ways. Sometimes people lowball an offer, investors, whatever, and I get it. I'm like, it's a dollars and cents thing. That makes sense to me. I get why they know they're doing it. It's not personal. But like, if you really want the house and you don't agree on the price, okay, then what's a reasonable counter? Like
Right.
50% off is not. This is no. This is not the day after Christmas, and you're not buying Christmas candy. Like that's not how this works.
How long has the house been on the market? 7 hours.
Right?
Okay. Like,
Yeah. 2 days. We want 10% under asking. Cool. Not happening.
no, not a deal.
A thing you should do this week is get excited about summer and make a plan for something exciting. It's weird, but in 6 weeks, summer is here. Like school's out, and
Yep.
then it's only 12 weeks. So like figure out the fun thing you want to do this summer and go do it. I'm ahead of the game because I have to be. Um, but so we're going to a music festival concert up in Twin Cities for 3 days. My sister lives up there.
Sweet.
My wife and I are super excited about it. And it's just going to be great. We have a whole summer of baseball planned out otherwise between our son's two teams. We have a wood bat league that plays in Johnson Creek. We host two college kids from that. So like if we're not coaching game or at one of his games, we're at their games. So like we live at the ball diamond all summer, which is fine. Um, but so this weekend we like planned it out. It's a whole bunch of great bands. It's kind of our vacation for the year, which is fine. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, find something fun to do this summer, and make it a goal. Like, write it down, do reminders so that when those days are sucky or rainy or whatever, you're like, oh, I got this thing. Like for me,
It's
it's
coming.
yeah, for me it helps me because I'm like 3 months from now I will be just back from that, and I will probably not shut up about it for a month, but I'm super excited about it. So yeah,
That is very cool. I like that
you know,
ton. My stuff has all been, I don't know, 30 years established, racing sailboats. Uh,
nice.
and then now we're into the baseball, basketball stuff.
Oh
So
yeah,
that'll be the plan is there. And then as much time up at the lake house as possible is kind of the relaxing part.
nice.
So it's that. It's another season. It's another we grind it out, we do the thing, and
Yep.
we stay super busy and
Yeah.
just have so much fun. It's just
Very cool.
it's so good. But I like that ton. Yeah. My wife and daughter are going on the class trip.
Ooh,
My daughter's class is going to Washington, D.C. They're leaving.
outstanding.
So I'm going to bring a dad joke for it. And it
Perfect.
is, we'll kick it off with that. What building in Washington, D.C. has the most stories?
I don't know.
Library of Congress. hmm Yes.
Yeah.
So good. So bad that it became
Oh,
good. Uh,
yeah. When do they go to DC?
they're leaving tonight, so they're going through
Oh,
the
cool.
weekend.
Sweet.
It's going to be great. They're going to do a ton of fun stuff. They're going to tour
Mm.
everything. It's actually amusingly not play. I've
Oh,
never,
you got to
right.
go.
Unexpected. One of those things that's just a miss.
Yep.
I'm told that when my son's turn to go is up, I'm going to be the one riding 16 hours on a bus with grade schoolers, but I'm resistant. I'm going to keep resisting. I laughed. I said, "What if I agree to chaperone while we're in DC and I just fly there on an airplane and fly back on an airplane?
Right?
Do you need the chaperones on the bus?" They're like, I was
Yes.
like, I understand what that makes me look like.
Uh-huh.
But
I'm
me and
okay
this
with it.
guy, yeah,
I've
like
accepted that. I've
my
accepted
buddy
what
and I
I've
were
done.
like, we could do that, right? It's
Yeah.
like I was like, we should go a day early and go up for like steaks or whatever. Like,
Yes. You should. This is a great idea. We lived in Washington D.C. for 2 years out of college, so like, and I was a licensed tour guide in D.C., so I can tell you all about it. Like, I love the
That's
city.
cool.
It's great. It's a super
That's
cool
very
place.
cool.
You should go. It's super fun.
Well, you should we should plan a trip. You could take me to all the places that I want to
Deal.
see, make me
I
miss
love
the
it.
places I don't want to see, and
Yeah, there's those two
you and
for
I
sure.
can eat the steak. That's cool.
Yeah, there's lots of great. It's an awesome city. Like it's super fun. So yeah.
All right. Very cool. All right, I got with that pending trip to DC, you and me. Uh, but for now, quick trip sign off. See you next
See you
time.
next time.
Still not a sponsor.